Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to do a Costco Q4 and fiscal 2022 earnings review, so let's jump right in. So Costco reported their fiscal fourth quarter and 2022 earnings after the markets closed on September 2022. September 22nd, 2022. Overall, revenue increased by 13.7% to 72 billion in the fourth quarter, which ended on August 28. Costco, you might recall, ever since the pandemic's onset, they've been doing incredibly well. They were one of the few retailers that was allowed to stay open, and because of that, they attracted a bunch of consumer spending because we had fewer places to spend our money, and they've sustained that momentum throughout. For the entire fiscal year 2022, revenue increased by 14.4% to 227 billion. Awesome results for Costco there. Earnings per share in the fourth quarter of $4.20. That was up from $3.76 from last year. Again, this is impressive considering the widespread inflation that Costco is experiencing, and frankly, every business is experiencing throughout the supply chain. To be able to manage those costs and still deliver increasing earnings is impressive to be sure. Earnings per share for the entirety of 2022 was $13.14. This was up from $11.27 in 2021. Again, increasing profits from 2021, which was a more friendly business environment because it included the stimulus checks. Inflation wasn't as out of control in 2021 as it has been in 2022. Fewer businesses were open in 2021, at least in the first part. The reopening really gained momentum in the second and third quarters of 2021. So despite those benefits, Costco still expanded earnings comparatively from the previous year. It wasn't all great news in Costco's fourth quarter earnings report. They highlighted that inventories at the end of the fourth quarter are 26% higher than they were at the same time last year. Now, this might be troubling because a few weeks earlier, Target and Walmart reported their earnings, and they noted that their inventory levels are way higher than they would like them to be. Target first and then Walmart next both announced significant promotions, cost reductions, discounts, coupons, and all of that in an effort to reduce their inventory levels. So they're not confident that they can reduce their inventories through normal sales processes. Costco was asked by analysts in after its fourth quarter earnings if it is also facing a similar issue and if they think that they're going to need to offer promotions and discounts to sell this inventory. And the sense that I got from management after reading the conference call was that they don't believe that they're going to need to lower prices on their products. They don't think they're going to have the same issues that Target and Walmart is having. Now, take that with a grain of salt because Target, remember I said, was the first one to face the inventory shortages. And for several months, Walmart management was saying, oh no, we're different. We're not experiencing the same problems that Target is. We're not going to need to have markdowns. But then just a month or two later, Walmart came out and said that they're going to need to have massive discounts and promotional activity, at least in a few categories, to try and bring down inventory levels. So even though Costco for now is saying they're not going to need to offer discounts and lower prices to get rid of this inventory, they just might need to in the next few months. This upcoming holiday season is going to be a big tell as to if they're going to be able to sell this merchandise at full prices or if they're going to need to have markdowns just to compete. Because remember, they're dealing with a similar customer base, right? They're selling to arguably a similar customer base as Walmart and as Target. So if they're experiencing their customers shifting their spending and not spending as much in store, then isn't it likely that Costco might face the similar issues? And then to add to that, if Target and Walmart are offering major discounts, aren't they going to attract some of those customers from Costco to go over to maybe Target and Walmart and buy some of these items at lower prices? So it remains to be seen. This is just something that I would keep an eye out for as an investor going forward. Another interesting development in from Costco's conference call was that management specifically highlighted that they are not intending on raising their membership fee. This is important because Costco has typically, historically, raised its membership fees every 5.5 years or so. And it's approaching that time where it's reaching 5.5 years since their last increase in 2017. So analysts and investors have been looking out for this announcement of a membership fee increase, and management is aware of that and proactively stated that they're not announcing anything imminently. Although they did say that they know they have the power to increase their membership fee, and they know that the time is coming. They're aware of it. They're just trying to find the right timing for it. And maybe they feel right now is not the best time to do it, considering that customers are facing higher prices on everything from fuel to groceries. And so they don't want to put that extra burden on their customers of an increased membership fee. Now they have two tiers, $60 for the year and $120 for the year for the basic and executive membership, respectively. So a $5 and $10 increase arguably would still keep a large majority of their customers on hand. In their most recent report, they noted that their retention rate actually increased from the previous quarter. So now they're at, upwards of 90% of their members renew their membership every year. So they have excellent retention figures. And given the excellent customer value proposition, they could institute this increase and still keep a large part of their customer base. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for an announcement from management. It doesn't have to come at the quarterly conference call where they'll announce a membership fee increase. It could come, over the next few weeks or the next few months. So investors should keep an eye out for that. Finally, Costco noted that they opened 26 new stores. They're planning on opening 26 new stores in 2023. They have about a little over 800 locations worldwide. They've been known for conservatively opening new locations. They're not aggressively opening new locations, but notably, they're doubling their store count in China. They're doubling their store count in China. I say that sort of facetiously because they're going from 2 stores to 4 stores in China. They're planning to add 2 more locations, but it's still a big deal. China is a massive market, population over 1 billion people. Gaining traction there is a big part of the investment thesis in Costco. So the fact that they're tried out 2 stores and now they're going to double it to 4 is an encouraging sign to investors. So that's something that I was encouraged about seeing their conference call. Okay, so that's all I've got for this earnings review for Costco's fourth quarter earnings report. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again next time. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for all investors of all skill sets and risk levels. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by more than 3 times. Go to fool.com/Parkev to get your 10 stock picks now.